Dr. Victor Hart, a psychiatrist, had spent many years trying to explore the minds of his patients. However, in recent years, he had started using more advanced technologies instead of ordinary dream analysis methods. This new device had been specially designed to record and analyze his patients' dreams. However, using this device would uncover terrifying secrets hidden in the patient's subconscious. With his new device, Dr. Hart began accepting patients. The device monitored the patient's brainwaves, recorded their dreams, and could analyze the symbols and images in their subconscious. This provided a much faster and more effective way than traditional therapy methods. However, using the device yielded unexpected results. When Dr. Hart and his colleagues began analyzing the dreams of their first patients, they encountered terrifying and unsettling images. The patient's hidden fears, traumas, and dark secrets were coming to light. A cursed forest in one patient's dream seemed to combine with the nightmare-like dreams of another, as if it had been created in a city. The horrifying images in the dreams seemed to take hold of the patient's minds. As Dr. Hart attempted to understand the cause of these terrifying dreams, he realized that the device was unlocking the doors to his patient's subconscious and releasing their terrifying secrets. Deeper layers of the dreams held memories and traumas hidden in the dark corners of human psychology. While the dream device continued to examine the patient's dreams, Dr. Hart and his team would try to learn why these terrifying secrets were coming to the surface and how they could be stopped. However, the use of the device would come at a cost as they ventured into the dark pathways of the subconscious. The influence of the dream device was drawing more and more individuals into its grasp. Dr. Victor Hart and his team observed that the device not only revealed these terrifying secrets, but also created new nightmares. Initially, they thought these nightmares were reflections of their patients' subconscious fears, but it was much more complex. Dr. Hart noticed how his own dreams became increasingly terrifying. Under the influence of the device, in his dream, the symbols and images from his patient's dreams appeared, and he found himself lost in a world where fear and violence intertwined. His own subconscious was overlapping with those of his patients. Due to the device, other team members began experiencing the same bizarre dreams. Despite Dr. Hart's attempts to control the situation, they were all increasingly affected by the device each day. They were finding more evidence that the device was not reflecting their patients' subconscious fears, but creating new fears instead. However, the dream device was worsening the mental health of Dr. Hart's patients. They were becoming increasingly trapped in the clutches of terrifying dreams and dark secrets, with some teetering on the brink of madness. Despite Dr. Hart's attempts to mitigate the harm caused by the device, its influence over him and his team was growing. The curse of the dream device was becoming a growing concern for Dr. Hart and his team. Solving this complex situation, where the device was creating new nightmares instead of revealing their patients' subconscious fears and secrets, was becoming increasingly challenging. The extent of the impact of this cursed device on Dr. Hart, his team, and what kind of horrifying secrets it would uncover remained unknown. For Dr. Victor Hart and his team, the influence of the dream device was becoming increasingly complex. The device's ability to create new nightmares alongside revealing their patients' subconscious fears had everyone worried. The mysterious power of this cursed device was threatening the mental well-being of the patients and even members of their own team. The dream device was blurring the boundaries between dreams and reality for the patients and the team alike. Patients were remembering the horrifying memories from their dreams as if they were real, further deteriorating their psychological health. This confusion between dreams and reality frequently left the patients in doubt and despair. Dr. Hart began searching for ways to control these effects of the device. However, the complexity and mysterious power of the device made understanding and rectifying it a significant struggle. His team, too, was frequently shaken by the bizarre effects of the device during this process. As the impact of the dream device deepened on its patients and the team, Dr. Hart was determined to gather more information about the origins of the device. Understanding why this device possessed such a bizarre power and how it brought these horrifying secrets to light could be the key to ending this nightmare. that was affecting all their lives. However, this was only the beginning of a journey where Dr. Hart and his team would confront a great danger, while attempting to unravel the secrets hidden within the depths of the dream device. They needed to be aware that even more terrifying truths awaited them. For Dr. Victor Hart and his team, solving the enigma of the dream device was becoming increasingly complex and perilous. The fact that the device was creating new nightmares, instead of revealing their patients' dreams, was undermining the mental well-being of both the patients and the team. Dr. Hart embarked on an in-depth investigation to gain more knowledge about the origins of the device and to attempt to control its peculiar effects. The research findings indicated that the laboratory where the device was developed had the intent of exploring the darkest secrets of the subconscious mind. While analyzing their patients' dreams, the device inadvertently released these terrifying secrets. As other team members learned more details about the device's mysterious history, their concerns grew. However, there was no turning back now. They had to render the dream device ineffective and put an end to their patients' terrifying dreams, while exerting extra effort to restore the mental health of the patients under the influence of the dream device. Dr. Hart and his team also struggled to regain control over the device itself. During this process, they noticed that the device was strangely altering as well. Its uncontrollable operations were leading to the creation of even more horrifying dreams. As Dr. Hart and his team battled the strange effects of the dream device, they were drawing closer to uncovering the origins of this nightmare. However, this journey was leading them into the unknown, where even more terrifying truths awaited them. When the secrets of the dream device were finally unraveled, it was impossible to predict the consequences, but there was no turning back now. Unraveling the mystery of the dream device was becoming an increasingly challenging endeavor for Dr. Victor Hart and his team. The device's ability to record and analyze patients' dreams not only revealed their subconscious horrifying secrets, but also generated new nightmares. The impact of the device was undermining the mental well-being of both the patients and the team. In his quest to uncover the origins of the dream device, Dr. Hart delved deeper into the laboratory's history. He sought to understand how the device had become so powerful and influential. The laboratory's past was centered around the exploration of the darkest and most hidden secrets of the subconscious mind. The development of the device was driven by the intention to unleash these subconscious secrets, while striving to restore the mental health of the patients. Under the influence of the device, Dr. Hart and his team also attempted to gain control over the device itself. However, they found more evidence that the device was creating new fears, rather than bringing patients' subconscious fears to light. Each analysis result indicated that the curse of the device was worsening the condition of both the patients and the team. The team members, fighting against the peculiar effects of the device, continued to resist the terrifying nightmares and dark secrets of the subconscious. Dr. Hart, in his pursuit of finding a way to control the device, worked tirelessly day and night alongside his team members. However, with each passing day, the curse of the device was tightening its grip on them. When the mystery of the dream device was finally unraveled, no one could predict the consequences, but giving up was no longer an option. In this dark journey, turning back without unveiling the secrets of the device and rescuing the patients from the clutches of their nightmares was impossible. Dr. Victor Hart and his team were engaged in a final battle within a nightmare as they sought to unravel the mystery of the dream device. The device's tendency to create new fears, rather than uncovering the subconscious fears of the patients, had devastated the mental health of both the patients and the team. However, giving up was not an option. The nightmare would not end until the mystery of the dream device was solved. Dr. Hart and his team were determined to find a way to decipher the device's mystery. Each one of them did their best to prevent the patient's dreams from becoming even more filled with horror. Under the influence of the device, simultaneously, they experimented with new methods to gain control over. In the previous section, Dr. Hart had delved into the laboratory's past to gain a better understanding of how the device worked. There, he had discovered that the true purpose behind the device's development was to explore the darkest secrets of the subconscious. However, the consequences of this purpose were terrifying. As Dr. Hart examined the old records of the laboratory, he stumbled upon clues about eerie experiments conducted during the device's creation. He realized that the device's shift from uncovering subconscious dark secrets to creating them was a result of these experiments. In the end, Dr. Hart and his team managed to gain control over the device's bizarre effects. Using the information they had gathered about the device's origins, they began to restore the mental health of both the patients and themselves. The mystery of the dream device had been unraveled, but it left behind unforgettable scars. The influence of the dream device had finally come to an end, and the patients had been freed from the terrifying images in their dreams. Dr. Hart and his team believed that the nightmare had concluded, but each of them emerged from this experience deeply wounded. In this story, we conclude not by contemplating how the fears of the subconscious can be brought to light, but with the idea that the device might have created them instead. However, the traces left behind by this cursed device would remain an unforgettable nightmare for Dr. Hart and his team.